I can't stop looking at my phone.
You know what's the difference between being addicted to nicotine and being addicted to social media? 1 in 15 nicotine addicts quit their addiction, while 0.005% social media addicts quit social media. Here's another one. 23.6 million people are addicted to nicotine, while over 210 million people are addicted to social media. What makes these statistics even worse is that the average smoker is about 25 to 44 years old. However, the average social media addict is 8 to 18 years old, with the minimum age being lower and lower each passing year. An even bigger problem is that the nicotine addicts are somewhat mature enough to know what they are putting themselves into, unlike brainless 5-year-olds. Why am I comparing social media addiction with nicotine addiction? You see, the world has united in many ways to prevent smoking addiction, but no one is doing anything to prevent social media addiction. And I promise we are just touching the surface right now. Step into a world where reality is twisted, where faces are no longer just faces, but a canvas for digital perfection. Welcome to a world where social media's allure has given birth to a new phenomena: Snapchat dysmorphia. Brace yourselves, for we're about to go into the depths of this phenomena. Imagine a time when social media was simple, a world where sharing a moment was just that, a moment. But then came Snapchat, Instagram and TikTok. Filters burst into the scene, promising an upgraded version of you, a digitally altered reality that quickly became the new normal. Unfiltered faces turned into smoothed out, wide-eyed versions of themselves. The mirror was no longer enough. Perfection had to be achieved through pixels. And so Snapchat dysmorphia was born. People now craved the digital distortion. Prepare to be horrified by the numbers. In a recent survey, a whopping 72% of plastic surgeons reported patients requesting surgery to look like their filtered selves. That's right, surgical knives carving reality to fit the digital facade. It's as if the boundary between human and avatar was being erased. Psychologists delve into the twisted psyche of Snapchat dysmorphia's victims. Dr. Emily Parker, a chilling expert in digital body dysmorphia, exposes the emotional agony it inflicts. Victims, she reveals, often spiral into a distorted reality, obsessing over flaws that only the digital scalp can fix. Listening to some of the stories of the victims of Snapchat dysmorphia will give you an unsettling feeling. Sam, a once confident student, confesses how he spiraled into a self-doubt as the filters became his benchmark. The horror doesn't stop with personal stories. Society itself has fallen victim. A world where distinct features are sanded down by the pursuit of the ideal selfie. Is this the future we are destined for? But wait, there's a glimmer of hope flickering in the shadows. Body positivity and self-acceptance. These warriors challenge the monstrous norms, urging us to embrace our real selves and shatter the filters that bind us. The path to salvation lies in our own hands. To break free from the clutches of Snapchat dysmorphia, we must confront our virtual demons, peel away the layers of filters, and confront the fear of our true selves. Only then can we exorcise the distorted specter that haunts our reflection. Remember, the pixels may fade, but your essence will remain. Imagine your brain as an amusement park, with dopamine being the VIP pass which lets you experience the most exciting rides. When you accomplish something awesome like acing a test, your brain rewards you with dopamine, or in other words, giving you more VIP passes. But dopamine is more than just fun and games. It's your brain's reward system. It's a messenger for your brain. Dopamine is what gives you motivation and focus when you need it. It's basically your own personal cheerleader which makes you happy when you do something good. However, too much of a good thing can actually be a bad thing, where your brain needs more and more stimulation to feel the same excitement. In this dopamine powered amusement park, when you watch a video, you are rewarded with dopamine. Think of dopamine like chocolates. When you get them once, you get happy. You get them twice, you get them thrice, you get them 4 times. But when you go to get them the 5th time, the person who is giving you the chocolates doesn't have anymore. And in this scenario, the person who is giving chocolates is your brain. The person who is receiving chocolates is you. And the chocolates is dopamine. Now let me ask you a question. Why does TikTok still exist? And why did it blow up in the first place? The reason is that TikTok can give you the most dopamine in the least amount of time. Let me explain. TikTok can show you the most videos in the least amount of time, also known as more dopamine in the same amount of time. This in return doesn't only destroy your dopamine system, but it also destroys your attention span. And it itself is such a big problem that I will have to make a different video for that. Now let's teleport to the digital realm where social media reigns. Think of each like, comment or share as a virtual chocolate bar, lighting up your brain's dopamine fireworks. Your brain gets addicted to the thrill of this online delight, urging you to keep scrolling, refreshing, and posting for more. It's like a never-ending buffet of dopamine, and your brain is at the front of the line, plate in hand. Dopamine loves unpredictability. And guess what? That's basically what TikTok has achieved. On other platforms like YouTube or whatever, you know what video you're going to watch if you're watching long form content. But when you're watching short form content like TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels, who even cares about Instagram Reels? Your brain has a sense of unpredictability, like what am I gonna watch next? Or is the next video going to be better? Is there something hidden in the next video? Is there a surprise in the next video? Is the next video going to be of my favorite Instagram Reeler? When you think about it, people have favorite YouTubers, favorite TikTokers, but no one has favorite Instagrammers. It's like a game where you never know when the next surprise will come. Remember, those notifications on your phone, they're like a mini jackpot for your brain. Have you ever found yourself scrolling for hours thinking, yeah, this video is going to be the last. Never mind, that was not a good video to end my scrolling session on. I'll just watch another video. And you keep doing that until you realize you have been stuck in a loop. And that's not an accident. That's actually what social media companies do on purpose. Social media platforms are not innocent bystanders. They have a monopoly in their hand. Dopamine remains an integral part of our journey. It's not about banishing it. It's about embracing its rhythm. With every scroll, every refresh, your brain is on high alert. And in case you're wondering that a 14-year-old is just gonna come and sit in front of a camera and say, oh, social media companies are eating your brain. Well, look at this interview. This person right here is gonna destroy Mark Zuckerberg.
But connectivity doesn't necessarily mean harmony. The people we fight most often are our own family members and neighbors and friends. So it's really a question of, are we talking about connecting people or are we talking about harmonizing people?
It's not about eradicating quick rewards. It's about acknowledging their allure and deciding when and how to embrace them in a way that enriches your mind rather than enslaving it. Because that's the reality. Our minds are being enslaved. All the time we're talking about random politicians' propagandas, countries' propagandas. But we never talk about how our brain is a victim of propaganda itself. That's the harsh truth. And we don't want to believe it and go back to scrolling.